Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I had posted this picture of mine a few days back on Instagram. This is the makeup that I did on my birthday, and a lot of you asked me for a tutorial on this. It's a very simple yet very glamorous eye look. So let's get started with it. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. My eyes are already primed with concealer, and I've topped it up with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the color Shy from the palette and working it into my crease and under my eye as a transition color, and I'm going to blend it out with a nice fluffy brush because I want that hint of pink to show through. I'm just blending it nicely so that there are no harsh edges whatsoever, and the rest of the colors that we put on go on smoothly. Now I'm taking this shade Bossy on a little smaller brush. It's a crease brush but it's a little tapered, and I'm going to be placing this shade into my crease again, but a little below the shade that we already put. So basically I am putting it into the crease and on the outer V of my eye, and I'm gradually building this color. Actually this particular color from the palette goes on a little patchy, so you need all the time to blend and to build up the color intensity that you want. Now I'm again taking the fluffy brush and just ensuring that there are no harsh edges and just blending it smoothly. Now on the same brush, the tiny crease brush that I have, I'm taking the shade Cocoa and deepening up the outer V a little more. I am just building up the intensity gradually. It's always easier to build up than to take off, so take your time and build up the intensity slowly. And once I'm happy with how the eye looks now, how deep it looks now, I'm going to be taking the Stila glitter in the shade Smoldering Satin, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a cut crease kind of a shape, which is like I'm just putting the Stila glitter on my mobile lid from the inner portion till about 1/3 of the eye, and I am using it directly with the applicator because I find that it best applies with the applicator, and I'm just ensuring that the edges are pretty smooth. Now with a flat shader brush I am just buffing out the edges so it doesn't look too harsh, and it's all a nice seamless blend. Now on the same brush, the flat shader brush, I have taken the shade Fling from the same palette, and before picking up that shade, because it's like a foiled pigment sort, I have just sprayed my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm just tapping that color where we stopped the Stila glitter. It is basically to blend in our dark outer edge and the Stila glitter. Then again taking the same crease brush, I'm just deepening up the outer corner which lost its intensity while I was packing on the other shades. So what I've done is I've mixed a little bit of Bossy and Cocoa shade and just building up the intensity a little further till I am happy with it. And the same color combination, that is Bossy and Cocoa, I'm going to take on my lower waterline as well, the lower eyelid, and I'm going to take it about till 1/3 of the eye. I'm not going to take it completely in. I'll just smoke out only the outer third of my eye. Again with the fluffy blender brush, I'm not taking any more product. I'm just buffing out all the harsh edges. Now on a pencil brush, I've taken the shade called Moondust from the same palette again, and I'm putting it on my brow bone and on the tear duct area, as well as on the inner 1/3 which we had left blank and not put the deeper shades. So I'm just touching up here. This is a beautiful highlight shade, and then I'm just applying some kajal. The one that I applied here is Revlon Color Stay, and I'm just applying the kajal to the lower as well as the upper waterline. Whenever I'm putting kajal, I love putting it on the upper waterline. I think it makes the whole look look a little more intense. Now just giving myself nice generous coat of mascara. The mascara that I used here was from Tarte. It's called the Lights Camera Flashes, and I absolutely love this mascara. This one is the non-waterproof one, so if you like a waterproof mascara, you can probably go in for the waterproof variant. And with that, we complete the eye look. For my lips, I chose the liquid lipsticks from Smashbox in the shade Misconduct, and I thought that it really complemented the eye look. And that was all. That was the end of the tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and until my next video, bye bye.